Hello? Hello? No, this is not the master speaking. But does it really matter to you? I overheard my husband making noise over some notes he'd written about me before he summoned me here. So I found him in a bit of an agreeable mood later and, well, here we are. I found them. They certainly appear as important, and they're all about me. Should we read together what it says? Of course we should. It's business concerning me, after all. Let's see. Shuten Douji, assassin. King of the Oni for Mount Aoi. Known for kidnapping rich folk of the Heian period, and then having her way with them. Before devouring them, of course. Liked to keep trophies of her victims, usually their bones. This is true. They were most delicious, and I know you masters are fond of rare things, beautiful things, expensive things. I'm sure we could get along great. An arts assassin. This devious Shuten possesses above-average potential to reach the capability of unleashing her noble phantasm, which launches an area of effect that not only heavily injures the surrounding enemies, but also depowers them in every possible regard. Lowers their defenses, physical strength, potency of their noble phantasm, resistances to future ailments, seals away their skills, inflicts their bodies with a deadly poison, every degrade imaginable to their bodies thanks to her infectious spirits. I do suppose my choice of drink is a little strong for most. Oh, here's where the notes get a little more interesting. However, do not let this fool you. A physical beast, a bull in snake's clothing, uses smutty tactics to deteriorate enemies before taking advantage of her overwhelming strength to destroy them while they can barely fight back. Playing with her food. How custom for an Oni. All of her skills are involved with lowering the enemy's guard or strengthening her own power. Her demonic kin Magic A is a charisma-based skill that also appropriately increases the strength of her noble phantasm. The fact that its effects do not immediately leave herself after a single instance is useful regarding the relative ease she can normally produce her trump card. I compare her with Tamamo to prime her even quicker consistently. These words. The early bit was so poetic, but the latter portion is so much less amusing and instead more statistical. Now, I feel akin to some unique breed of goat. Are you enjoying this? Hopefully, the soothed charisma of my voice will at least lull you into some comfortable sleep. I suppose that for that reason alone, I shall continue reading. Yes? Beware of alcoholic fruit A. Despite the name, no actual fruit is involved. Merely a touch or a sigh, or even a gaze from her washes away the minds of all opposition, disregarding gender or race, into a melting tipsiness. His inner poet has returned. How cute. All of her enemies' minds would be dominated, and their guards lowered for just enough time for a single decisive strike. Or two. Or three. He couldn't decide. Anything else that reads so adorably? Here. In her only confrontation with the legendary mystery killer, Yorimitsu swiftly decapitated Shuten Douji. And yet, her head alone, without the needs of its body, leapt up at its executioner in one last-ditch attempt to fight back. Because of this twist, after the climax to their battle, Shuten can perform battle continuation if the need arises. Oni truly are a frightening menace. That old cow thought she could cut me like grass and expect me to never return. But where is she? Beyond the dirt outside, of course. However, she carries a greater variety of traits, more than most servants. This means she takes more advantages, but also receives more disadvantages than most servants. Attribute is Earth, tied to supernatural creatures of pure legend or myth of great mystery. Strong against those attributed to man. She also wields divinity and was born from a dragon god of arguable description. Very much the same as Sakata Kintoki, her only friend apart from her band of demons. Oh, he's becoming rather intimate, presuming something like that. Dragon Witch EX will be effective with her, considering as a critical star generator for Jeanne d'Arc Altar, while simultaneously lowering enemies' defenses to result in extraordinarily powerful blows. Oh, boring. My husband, you're such a tease. Just when the narrative is getting thick with intrigue, there's all these lame details again. Mr. Golden did tell me this one story that I found particularly creepy. As a child, Shuten was rather mischievous and human. A troublemaker to cope for the abandonment of her parents. At a festival, she put on an Oni mask to spook people. By the end of the night, the mask refused to come off. I'd consider it karma if I didn't feel so sorry. Is she better off this way? I like her horns, but this also means I may be more of a pervert than I thought at the beginning of my investigation. She would be considered legal in age only by hundreds of years. Definitely a little sister otherwise. Perhaps we are both a little childish, don't you think, my husband? What a truly curious read that was just now. There are plenty more pages to dissect. But I grow a bit tired for even that much now. I may return to this at my leisure another time. However... I almost forgot you were still present, darlings. Are you perhaps interested in listening to more of these ramblings? Or maybe it is simply I which your senses desire. Why don't we try sleeping together sometime? In fact, to be perfectly honest, I cannot even manifest the urge to move from this very spot. I would not be bothered should anyone find me here. So in case it does not bother you, I believe a nap is in order. Good night, my adorable listeners.